A good cow flow is achieved by having good access roadways, particularly on the lead up to the parlour and on the lead in and around, in this case it's a circular yard. So to have a good flow, you must have a backing gate as well to keep the cows coming. In this parlour as well, there are no feeders, so a backing gate in that situation is absolutely essential. So the drafting is situated at the front of the parlour. The other feature, I suppose, that's important in a parlour like this is the batch crush. So from the point of view of dealing with large numbers of cows, the batch crush is ideal because it helps people to get through that number fast, we'd say, from the point of view of AI at this time of the year. Well, the other aspects that we're talking about is the infrastructure in the farm, on the farm itself, out in the farm itself, which means really fencing, roadways, and water. And so for any farm, I think the value for money is got by investing in infrastructure, and it's absolutely essential. And even farmers in existing farms that aren't expanding, I mean, there's a lot to be done still in terms of putting in infrastructure. But in a farm where you want to have a reasonably good stocking rate and you're expanding, I think the first thing that should go in is the infrastructure. You need to be able to get access to paddocks. On this farm here, there's about 3.6 kilometres of roadway. The roadway is about 4.5 metres wide, typically 5.5 coming up to the parlour, and a little bit wider than on the lead-in. So it's quite a good road structure. I suppose it totals about 1.3% of the whole farm. So I mean that's what you're aiming for. Maybe on more heavier soils, possibly up to 1.5, 1.8% of the farm could be justified in those situations to get access to paddocks. From the water point of view, it's important to have a good water supply system, and in this farm here I have just two pipes here. This is the 40 mil pipe with a 32 mil bore. That's the main line around the farm, and this one here then is 32 mil pipe with 25 mil bore, and that's the lead up to the troughs. So this is the main pipe, and this is, well, it hasn't been looped here yet, but it's all set up to loop, which would give us an extra 40 or 50% increase in flow rate. So that will be done shortly, and will improve flow rate. However, we have no problems at present with flow rate and troughs filling adequately. Just from the point of view of the infrastructure and the cost there, we've estimated here for this farm that the cost for putting in the infrastructure is amounting to about €485 per cow. That's for reseeding, roadways, water, and fencing. And if I break that down, it's about €220 per cow for roadways, about €80 a cow for water supply, 50 for fencing, and 135 or so for reseeding. So that's the breakdown. That's based on 350 cows in this farm. So that's a point there. But on the roadways as well, the other point on the roadways that's important is, as well as the width and all the rest of it, is the surface and the way they're built. So I guess the important thing is to build roadways when the weather is dry, and to make sure that they're above the field, have a fall off to the field, and a good surface. On a farm like this, where labour efficiency is paramount, there's not a lot of time for crisis situations with paddocks and that. So if the installation is done properly from day one, it's going to actually mean an awful lot in terms of the day-to-day running of the farm, and will cut down on maintenance as well.